Why y'all want to come in here, fool?
What happened?
This nigga here, I want to chill and shit. That nigga starting to piss me off.
Piss yourself off. Shit, dude.
Skip moon rocks that, man. Fucking man.
You gotta go to LA.
Skip moon rocks.
What is that? We had this for that.
See, the original moon rocks is made with Girl Scout cookies and no other. But motherfuckers will make moon rock with any string.
Any string?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be bad. That nigga took a long time.
Where is this at? This is... It's on Weed Maps. El Centro.
I know Skittles.
Cali Green.
Where? Yeah, right.
What the fuck are you doing? Alright, Ron, it's 12:42.
I was supposed to work.
See, he leaving on the bike, but leaving them. Them dudes still over there?
Skip my lunch.
Mm-hmm.
Get off at 3 because Roger was coming.
Oh, yeah.
And then
No, he rolled up like nothing.
I picked up the babies and the twins from the
Well, that's another reason why she might tell him to get out.
And when I got home, I was surprised. Because
I
I done smoked all these moon rock presidential blunts.
he said he knew that before.
Yeah, I had the Gorilla Glue. I had the presidential 24K.
I had the Girl Scout cookies.
When I went inside,
Girl Scout, a Girl Scout cookie.
Had the purple one. Had the blue one. Had the... Man, I had all these motherfuckers.
and I said, "Tell the baby," and I ran to see. There was something against the door. I had to push. I was screaming. She crumpled the floor, covering her eyes. Roger had Brownie from baby. And he had
Had this hanging in there.
Hold the fuck up. Man, look at this. Real shit. Man, La Vaca. That's the one we went to in Calexico. Right? Is that Calexico? The dispensary right there in Calexico, I think. That's what this is. Right here. Yeah, they had it. Yeah,
Call about that.
yeah, they look.
You know what? About
Yeah, they right around the corner. Look, it's them. See, they right there in the middle of it. You got Mexicali Factory, them, then
Cali Factory.
TAC, the collective. Yeah.
You got 3 dispensaries and more.
Yep.
That's great.
Wow, where they got that? Yeah. Damn, I didn't know they got moon rock now. Oh shit.
Well, they didn't have Moon Rock before.
Yeah, no.
What am I gonna say? Really, when they asked me, I just had to do it.
Don't Martian have that Moon Rock?
Yeah, but Martian has high.
Moon Rock?
See, there we go.
Junior Money, put that bed out.
Damn. It's $30 a gram.
For what?
Or the moon rock presidential.
Who wants no dick?
Ooh, I don't want to smoke that. I would love to smoke that.
I will get it. All right, y'all gonna fuck this thing up. Ooh. Ah, shit. Oh, shit, it's cold. You know what time to put the bed up, boy? Look what time it is. Oh, it's cold.
Let this one up now.
I didn't tell you this was sitting down. I just said.
And if you spin a cow around,
Money, look what time it is, boy.
get whipped cream.
What the hell? Oh, yeah. Look at that.
Yeah, make sure
Yeah, did you
that
drop this time?
The what?
Yeah, did you drop this time?
Oh, yeah, it will, nigga.
Hey,
Your daddy's not here.
back up, dude.
You told me to come here.
I didn't tell you. I said,
No, you did
Wow.
not.
June, I didn't say this. I said,
No, you did not. You were like this.
no, I didn't, nigga.
Yes, you did.
Quit telling them L's.
That's okay, son. I love you. I always got you.
Now I have a new post.
Big J3.
I mean, on your car. I mean, your bike.
Mom, I actually find the post.
Not your skateboard.
Mom, this is. Oh, my bad. Now I finally found a pose with this scheme.
What?
Hitting somebody.
You don't want to do that, son.
You
already put your bed down?
Okay.
I knew there was sativa.
See, I thought that was my problem. I came and I hit somebody in the head.
That's what my man likes, sativa.
How did you find me?
Small town. Didn't come to the service, I was worried.
I don't need to worry you.
Can I come in?
Okay.
You alright?
I couldn't stay at the library and I have to go away for a while. Hey, Mary Elizabeth back to me.
Wow.
Mary,
That was the best.
I'm so sorry for me.
I found your bat. It was in our room.
Where?
Just now where I saw it.
Right by your door.
Nope. That's where I saw the
4 white roses.
Ready to crack a nigga with it.
When I got to the service,
You know what that's
they
all, right?
turned proud.
busting people in the head using people's heads as baseballs.
Busting them
Didn't
open.
take her right.
Don't ask no questions. Just bust them open. Oh, I didn't know the Epics are 99 cents right now.
Epics.
Mm-hmm.
That's extra large. Isn't it like an X large?
Small, medium, large, large. What's wrong?
Does happen. I want to say something.
Oh no.
If things had been different for us.
So I can't put that up.
Plan. How's a piece of bamboo gonna help us?
It's got a natural sealed cavity. No sign of MacGyver anywhere! How much time before they're supposed to show up? 7 minutes! Hang on to that.
What's that stuff?
It's just plain old fertilizer, but it's got some chemicals in it called nitrates. And they pack a pretty good zip.
When's he coming back?
He's already back. Damn. Oh no, that's him.
What's that all about?
Oh, it's about
Wow.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Didn't
She
that
did
mean
it.
something to you?
She waved at him too. Nothing.
You told me what? Going on a date with him. How'd that happen? Well, he's Brownie's soccer coach, and he makes him laugh, which, let's face it, nobody does. And that psychologist said it would be a good idea. I don't know.
Power in our purpose to reach higher than before. What we value most shouldn't cost more.
What's going on now?
Maybe it was a bad idea to cut research.
엄마래?
제 느낌에는 틀림없습니다.
야, 어떻게 됐어? 주소지는 찾았는데 벌써 이사하고 그 뒤로 모르겠습니다. 대성님. Ahead! Near the orphanage! The flare! It's MacGyver! Right! I've always been a winner. And winners are always there at the winning time.
Mr. Bundy, people around here are talking about running
Y'all
you
put
for
that
mayor.
bag down?
Well, I'm not saying I won't run.
My money, throw this
If
away
I
then,
do,
man.
order the beer and get your bribes out, because as I said before,
No.
Why is Dad watching a blank screen? I don't know, but he seems happy.
He may have just snapped, Mom.
Well, it's not like you need a brain to sell shoes. Come on, kids. Help Mommy put her big trophy in front of Daddy's little ones. Good night, honey. Good night, Daddy.
Good night, Dad.
Yeah, hurt.
Hi, everybody. I'm Roy Firestone. Our guest tonight on Sports Look personally rewrote the record book on both offense and defense. Meet the future Hall of Famer, Al Icky Bundy.
Yeah.
Well, Al, I can't help but notice the fact that you're wearing your foot.
What do?
You do those on the mini bike?
Who's winning that?
The bike that he
Moreno. Yeah, give me my ice cream with a spoon, son.
John, there's something you should know about me.
Whatever it is, it's okay.
You see, when I have sex, I tend to be, very vocal.
I'm a good listener.
Why you like that, dude? Give me a.
Hey, foreign guy! Whatever you're doing to the goat, not my idea of an alarm clock. Knock it off. Oh, shit. Hey, too damn bad. Drive around me, idiot.
There's my morning star.
Yeah, I tell you something, Jake. You ever want to get rid of all the stupid drivers in New York? Put a cannon on my car, because sooner or later they all find me. I'm backing into the space out front, right? My space? And some idiot swings right in ahead of me.
So you pull back and you block them in.
Damn right I did. I'm taking up half the street. Cars got to go into traffic to get around me. They kiss my ass because I'm not moving. Ooh. Whatever happened to common courtesy? Where's Reggie?
Out jogging. I'm in charge.
You have any idea what you're doing back there?
I made a lot of coffee before I lost my sight.
Well, apparently had a little bit of it left over, too.
Hey, Becker. Some guy ripped your antenna off and he's beating on your car with it.
Doesn't matter. I don't have a radio. I don't know what your father told you about running a diner, but I'll bet rule number one wasn't get a blind guy to make the coffee.
You know, between your big mouth and that cigarette, you're offending what few senses I have left.
I'm sorry, Becker, but I can't start my morning without my run. You ought to try it yourself. It could ease some of that stress.
Oh, yeah, running, great idea. There's only one reason to run. If you're being chased, if you're on fire. Otherwise, it's dumb.
You're a doctor. You wouldn't tell a patient to get exercise?
I do tell my patients to get exercise, and they don't. Nice little game you play.
Look, forget it. I'll get you your eggs. Eggs, cigarettes, and no exercise. At least you won't be bugging me for long.
You know, John, you got it all wrong. The running's great. I miss it. It's always good for relieving sexual tension, too.
Yeah, what do you do about that now?
There's sexual tension. I have sex. Being blind doesn't keep you from having sex.
Actually, with my last wife, would have helped.
But you know, sometimes, well, if there's not a woman around, how do I put this?
You run in place?
Well, I have already gone blind.
Alice loves the scent of Gain so much, she wished there was a way to make it last longer. Say hello to your fairy godmother, Alice, and long-lasting Gain scent beads, part of the irresistible scent collection from Gain.
The leap of faith. Some hesitate,
And you gonna give me this good ass
but not
thing,
you.
yeah?
You don't ask what if. You embrace what's next with open arms. You don't question your decision. You double down. Because you know the thrill is worth it. Introducing the 2022 Telluride Nightfall Edition.
She had her.
Linda, I thought I told you to put a lab coat on over that.
Oh, come on, Margaret. I did, but it's too hot.
The radiator's overheating again. The repairman's on the way. In the meantime, cover up. This is a doctor's office, not a disco or haircuts by hippies or whatever the name of that place was you worked before.
Dr. Becker said I could wear whatever I want.
Hey, put
In the
that
first
phone
place, I
up,
guarantee
Manny.
he wasn't listening to you. And in the second place, you work for me. And so does he. He just doesn't know it. Oh, for God's sake, girl, take a little pride in yourself.
Yes, ma'am. Just for your information, the place I worked before is called Supercuts, part of a respected national chain. And the fact that I didn't work out there wasn't their fault. Thank you very much.
Good morning.
You're late.
I know. Some schmuck in a Hyundai took my space in front of the diner.
And you had to block him in with your car. What happened?
Tried to ram his way out. Fat chance. Whoa, why is it so hot in here?
Oh, the radiator's on the fritz again. I called. They're sending a repairman over.
Well, it's boiling. When's it getting here?
Oh, he's a repairman. You got a better chance of pinning down what day Jesus is coming back.
Bag lady on the corner says Thursday. Where are you? What's Supermom doing here?
My husband and I were driving to the A&P last night and had an accident. Took a little blow to the back of my head.
Let's see what we got here.
I've been watching TV.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you got quite a bump. How do you hit the back of your head while you're driving?
I don't know. I was turned around.
You were turned around while you were driving? That's new.
Well, we weren't exactly driving. And okay, we weren't on our way to the A&P. The car was parked.
Which part? What were you doing? What? Does that look what I think it is?
Frank and I got a little carried away.
Gloria, what are you, a teenager in the parked car? What's wrong with the bedroom?
You have 5 kids and try to find a moment alone. You wouldn't believe some of the places Frank and I have to sneak off to.
Yeah, well, spare me the tour. Good to see you again, Gloria. You got a simple contusion. Just go home and put some ice on.
Directly on the head?
Yeah, that too.
Doctor, do you have a problem with these?
These?
These clothes. Margaret says that anyone who goes around dressed like this has no self-respect. I know I'm not saying I'm the capital of self-respect, but I feel pretty good about myself. I mean, the clothes I wear have no effect on the way I do my job. Sure, if I wore a suit of magnets, then metal stuff would just come flying at me, so I don't. But my point is that if I had to go out and buy a whole bunch of other stuff, well, it cost me a lot, and I couldn't do that on what I'm making here. And I'm not asking you for more money, although if you offered it to me, I wouldn't turn it down. Wow, I just asked for a raise. Cool.
Wear what you want. No raise. Go away. Mr. Morello. John Becker.
Nice to meet you, Doctor.
Nice to meet you, too. You're here for a physical?
It's just what I told your nurse. All I need is for you to refill a prescription for me. No big deal. Just Viagra.
Mr. Morello, are you impotent?
Oh, God, no. I'm divorced. Yeah, I'm beginning to get around a little, if you know what I mean. See, I get a different date every night of the week. It seems only fair if Friday gets the same quality as Monday.
And my advice to you is to sleep all day Thursday.
Come on, my other doctor wouldn't prescribe anymore. I need this stuff. With Viagra, I'm like a 17-year-old boy again.
Look, Viagra is a treatment for a very specific and very serious condition. Ever since it came out, I have had every middle-aged Lothario with hair growing out of his ears, sleazing in here, begging for a booster shot. You think I'm going to hand you a loaded gun so you can go on a rampage? You're out of your mind, pal.
Come on, Doc. I was married for 15 years. I feel like I've been on the bench forever. Now I'm back in the game. Please, Doc, give me the bat.
You just ruined baseball for me. You know that? Unbutton your shirt. You're making me sick. What is this? National Sex Day? I got a woman doing it in a parked car. This clown wants Viagra. Everybody I see this morning has sex on the brain.
Not me. I got up at 6 this morning, made breakfast, took 2 trains so I could get here to be in this heat. I'm clear.
Oh, hey, you showed up. That's very nice.
Hey, we said we'd be up by 9. It's almost 11. That's not bad.
That's 2 hours. I get some kind of break in the price?
I'll make it up to you with a free oven mitt. You got a really old system here. The pipes are clogged. You got to let off the pressure or the system won't handle it. Does that make sense?
Just send the oven mitt.
Marvin Johnson is waiting in your office.
Well, what's wrong? We didn't schedule him today, did we?
No, nothing's wrong. I called Mount Sinai. His T-cell count is stable. He just came in this morning on his way to school and said he wanted to talk to you.
Oh, well, after my morning, it'll be refreshing to talk to a 7-year-old. Hey, MJ, how you doing?
Where do babies come from?
Europe. Anything else?
I'm kind of worried. My brother told me if I see a girl naked that she's going to have a baby. Yesterday, I saw my cousin Francine naked. I don't have a baby with her. She's me.
Well, they all are, kid. Come here. Let me talk to you for a second. Now, I'm a doctor, right, MJ? I've seen lots of naked women. I don't have any children.
Yeah, that's true. What's your problem?
Look, next time your brother lays some theories on you, I want you to come see me first, okay?
Thanks. That makes me feel better.
Good. Nice to see you always. Anything else I can do for you?
Well, I got you. How do you get a baby?
Well, MJ, a man and a woman can only have a baby when they love each other very much.
Okay. What's sex?
Sex is what they use against each other when they don't.
Alice loves the scent of Gain so much, she wished there was a way to make it last longer. Say hello to your fairy godmother, Alice, and long-lasting Gain scent beads, part of the irresistible scent collection from Gain.
Load it up. Throw everything and the kitchen sink at it. Every time, the all-new Carnival MPV comes back with one thing to say. What else you got? Introducing the all-new Kia Carnival MPV. Take it wherever. With whomever. This is the no-holds-barred multi-purpose vehicle with the capacity to take life on. And the audacity to say, what else you got? Introducing the all-new Kia Carnival MPV.
Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh.
Who's back there?
Shh, who cares? Imagine whoever you want.
How long have you two guys been out here?
Long enough.
So what the hell was that about?
Oh, please. Jake was massaging my shoulder. Sometimes I tighten up after a run, and he has great hands.
Hey, all that reading I do keeps them limber.
You actually thought I was having sex in there with Jake?
Hey,
Not that I wouldn't fool around with Jake.
Jake is bad.
I'm saying I wouldn't do it in the kitchen with all the food. That's disgusting. So, what do you want to eat, Becker?
Now, nothing.
Man, you are some of the most uptight people I have ever met. You think making it in the kitchen's weird? Try Grant's tomb.
You did it on Grant's tomb?
Well, not on Grant's tomb. I'm not going to do it on top of somebody's resting place. We got naked and fooled around that little park down there. What kind of freak do you think I am?
I can do you one better than that. How about the torch of the Statue of Liberty?
Get out.
I made love to my new girlfriend up there.
I don't believe you.
I swear on my wife's head.
Having sex in public places is very exciting. And the fear of getting caught adds that real erotic kick. Or so I've read.
Junior.
What about you, sir? What's your most interesting place?
I don't know
You
you people
opening
well
up
enough
some-
to talk about something like that. And I don't know you
Why
at
the
all.
plastic, brother?
I shared with you.
Look,
What is that?
I did not come here to talk about sex. My most interesting place is none of your business. What the hell's going on today?
Why are you getting all bent out of shape, man? I mean, we're just talking about a natural thing.
Yeah, John, it's no biggie.
I don't like talking about it, all right?
Maybe there's not anything much to talk about.
I have plenty to talk about. You know, who knows? Maybe I've taken a woman to Mount Rushmore and done it up Lincoln's nose. But you're never going to find out because I keep those things to myself.
I say he's horny as a toad.
Shut up, will you?
You do sound a little defensive, Becker.
Yeah, even I can see that.
I'm not talking about this. You know, people spend so much time talking about sex, they can't possibly be getting as much as they say they are. They're too busy calling talk shows or typing in chat rooms or sitting around diners swapping stories about the weirdest place they ever did it. The Statue of Liberty?
So me, I'm a patriot.
Listen, just because I live alone and work long hours and eat most of my meals sitting right here does not mean what you think it means. You know, I'm fine. I'm just fine. You want to sit around here, debase yourself all day? Go ahead. I got better things to do.
Let's not let him in here anymore.
Margaret, here's a tip for you. Keep your kids out of our national monuments. Who's up?
New patient in room 2 and a walk-in from the gym down the street.
Yeah, what room?
Right behind you.
Oh, hi, Lisa. It's Dr. John Becker. Come on back.
Actually, I'm having trouble putting weight on my leg. Could you help me?
Sure. How'd this happen?
I am so embarrassed. I was teaching a body sculpting class and I fell and twisted my ankle. I'm not too heavy for you, am I?
No, you're fine.
Hey, Doc. When was the last time you had it serviced?
Excuse me?
Your system. How long's it been since you blew your pipes out?
I have no idea. Just fix it.
This has never happened. I never get hurt, and I'm the most flexible woman you'll ever meet.
Well, that's nice. Go ahead and put that gown on. No, shut the door. Oh, where am I? Eczema. Thank you, God. Oh, brother.
Doctor, thank you for seeing me. Look, I don't know how this started, but I have got to get rid of it.
Well, it's just do what you do here. Carmen. I don't have a last name for you here.
I'm known only as Carmen.
Does your insurance company know you only as Carmen? Carmen?
I'm paying cash.
Well, then the hell of it, bastards. So, where's the problem?
See this hair on the back of my neck? It's like this all over. Between my breasts, on my thigh. Do you want me to take my clothes off?
Hold it. We'll just work our way down. No, we'll take our time. No.
See, I've got to keep my skin perfect. I'm a dancer.
Broadway?
No, lap. I work close up, and every night I miss means a lot of money to me.
Yes, yeah, sure. Well, you're right. You do have eczema. Do you use moisturizer?
Every day after I shower, I lotion my whole body. I start at my ankles, and I slowly massage it in all the way up to my legs.
Sorry. Excuse me. Well, you know what causes this a lot is stress. Anything out of the ordinary going on with you?
Yeah. I have eczema.
I meant, are you under a lot of stress?
Well, I dance 6 nights a week. I mean, that's stressful enough. Sometimes I just wish I could get away for a couple of days with someone. Out of the city where no one knows us. Be together, no strings attached, and just let it out. Go wild. Everyone needs a little of that once in a while, don't you think?
Oh, I'm with you there. I mean, yes, no, you're absolutely right.
Do you want to see the rest?
No, that won't be necessary. I'll tell you what, this is a cortisone ointment. Why don't you go ahead and just apply that to all the areas that need application.
I'm glad you got me over here, Doc. Your system is getting ready to blow.
Stay away from me. Dr. Yates, please. Dr. Becker calling. Julie? Hi, John Becker. I know it's been a long time since I called, but I've been thinking about you lately, and I just thought, would you like to go out to dinner, catch a movie, catch up a little? No, that's true. I do want to do that too, but it wouldn't stop me from seeing a movie first, not a real long one. Well, yeah, you're the one who said it was just physical. Well, fine, fine. Just remember, next time you need me, just give me a call.
What's going on? You're falling behind.
I'm just a little preoccupied, Mark.
Anything you want to talk about?
It's nothing I'm really comfortable discussing. Who's next?
Oh, the Parker sisters. You know those busty twins that shake it all over the neighborhood?
Yeah, let me guess. They both came in with chest colds.
How did you know that?
In one of those days.
The leap of faith. Some hesitate, but not you. You don't ask what if. You embrace what's next with open arms. You don't question your decision. You double down. Because you know the thrill is worth it. Introducing the 2022 Telluride Nightfall Edition. Load it up. Throw everything and the kitchen sink at it. Every time, the all-new Carnival MPV comes back with one thing to say. What else you got? Introducing the all-new Kia Carnival MPV.
Look at that. Even Gaddafi's got a girl.
Hi, I'm Tiffany. Call me. I want to tell you things I've never told anyone. Hot, nasty things.
You want firm, shapely, sexy buns? I mean, just look at these.
Jerry, I don't think nymphomaniac is a big enough word to describe me.
And in our final story for tonight, we'd like to wish a special happy birthday to Hazel Myers. Today, the oldest woman in New York is 106 years old.
I'm not looking too bad either.
Becker?
Don't say a word.
More to discover. Visit instacart.com or download the app to get free delivery on your first order.
Working in a coal mine, going down, down, down. Working in a coal
Lord, I'm so tired. How long can this go on? That they're working in a coal mine, going down, 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 working in a coal mine. I just slip down, 'cause I need money, coal.
No time for breakfast, Reg, just a cup of coffee. My car broke down, so I had to take the bus. You done that lately? You know, it's like being in an ethanol-powered Fellini film. The first thing I see is some woman breastfeeding her son, her adult son. And behind them is someone in this lovely Chanel evening gown who's either an unattractive man or a really unattractive woman. The only seat I could find was next to some guy who claims he's Moses. Yeah, he may well have been, too. He smelled like some guy had been dead for 3,000 years. So what's going on in here?
Well, before you blew in, we were having a conversation.
Yeah, John, we do have lives that go on even when you're not here.
Oh, gee, you know, I always just assumed this place was like my refrigerator. When I shut the door, the light goes out. Please, don't let me stop you. Go back to what you were doing. I'll just mind my own business.
Great. So, Jake, what class do you want to take? There's cooking, creative writing.
Oh, well, hold on a second. You're taking a class from the Knowledge Annex? This is not a real school. It's a joke. I mean, look at this. Oh, introductory clowning. It's a 2-day class. Well, that makes sense. Day 1, get in the little car. Day 2, get out of the little car.
Hey, that Knowledge Annex, that's a great place. My wife takes a class there 3 nights a week.
Does she learn anything?
Who cares? She's out of the house 3 nights a week.
So what class do you want to take?
Well, I'm only going there to meet women, so it really doesn't matter.
Oh, so I have a great class for you. There'll be lots of women. Lesbian literature.
Okay, it does matter.
Give him a break, will you? He's a blind newsstand owner. What are the chances he have to meet women?
Thanks a lot.
I got to second that. I mean, if you're a chick and you see Mr. Magoo here coming at you with that cane.
I'm sorry, I didn't get your name.
Manny Dugan.
Right. Do me a favor, Manny? Shut up.
How about this? Archery. As much as I'd like to see you try that, no. Here you go. Sculpture.
That sounds promising. Yeah. Women who like to work with their hands? Oh, yeah, I like it, John. A blind artist struggling to express himself. Oh, that's good.
Men's answer to everything. Lying.
Excuse me? I've seen you all spackled up for a date. The hair, the makeup, the Hello Sailor shoes. Besides, what do you tell guys you do for a living?
They don't care. They're guys.
She's right. A woman's job is irrelevant. Me? I like my women like I like my G.I. Joe. Posable with a kung fu grip.
Manny, right?
Yeah?
Shut up! What's that?
Huh? Oh, it's just an air horn. Any messages?
The pharmacy called. They're a little concerned. It's been almost a week and Mr. Marino still hasn't picked up his pills.
Oh, you know, what is he doing? He's diabetic. He needs those pills. You get on the phone and tell him to drag his butt down here. Today. Please.
That's better.
Anything else?
Mrs. Cooper called at 11 o'clock last night. She didn't want to alarm us, but she wasn't sure she would make it through the night. 7 o'clock this morning, Mrs. Cooper called again. Apparently, she made it. 8:15, Mrs. Cooper called.
She's here, isn't she?
Room 2.
All right. Give me the TV guide. Let's see what we're dealing with.
Already checked. There were 2 movies of the week last night. Lindsay Wagner had kidney failure and Patty Duke was going deaf. You bet?
Fine. I'll take deafness. You've got renal shutdown. Mrs. Cooper, how are we doing today?
Excuse me, doctor, can you speak up?
Patty Duke.
Patty Duke.
Okay. Oh, they're sending it for an MRI. Hope you're not claustrophobic. Because, you know, they slide you into this long, dark tube and you can't move. It's like the walls are closing in. And then there's this horrible, deafening, pounding noise, and you scream, but nobody can hear you. And then you wonder, what if there's a power failure and I get stuck in here? It's like that movie where that guy was buried alive. What was that called? Oh, right,
yeah,
Buried Alive. And then there's Buried Alive 2. How many of these movies must they make before people learn?
Linda, I'll finish up here. Why don't you go find something else to do?
Okay. Hope you make it.
Mr. Lyles, relax. An MRI is nothing to be afraid of. But you sure wouldn't catch me in one.
Doctor, do you need any help?
Oh no, I am going deaf. I can hardly hear either one of you.
That's because we were whispering.
What don't you want me to know?
Nothing. Linda, why don't you go have a cup of coffee?
I don't really drink coffee. Can I have tea?
You can have a shot and a beer. Just get out of here. Mrs. Cooper, I've looked in your ears. I can't see anything.
I am so relieved. But while I'm here, there was something on the news last night about 5 warning signs. I definitely have 3 of them.
Oh, hold on. 5 warning signs for what?
I don't know. I walked into the room after the program started. I just have this feeling that something's terribly wrong with me.
Well, no argument here. Mr. Marino, the pharmacist.
What the hell I got all my guys out there? Look at friggin' pipe burst. What makes her flooded basement so special? Okay, I'll be there in 20 minutes now. All right, this won't take long, right? I gotta go see some broad's basement.
Yeah, let me ask you something. What the hell were you thinking, not picking up your pills?
Oh, I don't like to put all these chemicals in my body.
Yeah, clearly it's a temple.
All right, look. I didn't get around to it.
You were probably too busy having a heart attack.
What?
Oh, good. Got your attention. Yeah, according to this EKG, since the last time you were here, you've had a small heart attack.
You're nuts. I didn't feel anything.
Well, it can happen that way, Mr. Marino, when you're severely diabetic. I want to see if your arteries are blocked, so I'm going to schedule you for a treadmill test and maybe an angiogram.
Whoa. Now you're starting with the tests. Look, this is just some scam you doctors run.
Oh, yeah, it's a scam, all right. Just like all the other things I prescribed that you chose to ignore, like testing your blood sugar, low-fat diet, getting your exercise.
Well, that's a lot to remember.
You remembered to keep smoking.
Who says I'm smoking?
You're a lying, smoking bastard. I know because I'm one too. Look, right now you're being stupid. You want to be stupid and dead?
You use that mouth with all your patients?
Only the stupid ones. Look, it's real simple, Mr. Marino. You're walking across the street. A bus is coming at you. I'm trying to help you get out of the way. Even a 5-year-old is smart enough to do that. You think you might take directions as well as a 5-year-old?
You know what? I got some directions for you, pal. Why don't you go straight to hell, take a left it up yours, and make a right and kiss my ass?
That's brilliant. Yeah, it's just brilliant. You want to die? Fine. Go ahead and die. I could care less. It's okay with me. Who's next, Margaret? Linda, let me see you here for a second, will you?
Sure.
Not me.
What's this?
It's my air horn. Please, sit down.
Oh no, not the please sit down speech. I'm getting fired, aren't I? This is just the way it happened at all my other jobs. The temp agency, the movie theater, Supercuts, the movie theater.
Linda, you're not getting fired. I just want to talk to you in private for a minute.
Oh no, this is the donut shop all over again. Dr. Becker, I have a boyfriend.
I'm not coming on to you.
Oh, then I don't have a boyfriend. Well, I did, but we had a fight. You see, what happened was
Sit down. Now listen to me. Last night I was on the phone for an hour with Mr. Lyles. He wanted to cancel his MRI. You scared him half to death.
I didn't mean to.
Well, you might not have meant to, but you did. I mean, here's a guy who's going in for a serious test, and you're talking to him about being buried alive.
You're right. I should put myself in the patient's shoes like you do.
Right, like that.
I'm sorry, doctor.
No, it's all right.
When is Mrs. Schwartz having her gallbladder operation?
Tomorrow.
May want to call her.
Any other doctors call for Marino's records?
For the 10th time, no.
What the hell's he thinking? He has diabetes. He needs to be under a doctor's care.
We can't force him to take care of himself. We sent him the certified letter, and I even included a list of other doctors in the area. It's up to him now.
You know, I was just being honest with him. You know? I mean, I can't change medical facts for every person that walks in this place. Am I right?
And how many times did you call him stupid?
That has nothing to do with it.
That has everything to do with it. You're dealing with people, John. Sometimes you have to be a little tactful.
I don't have time to be tactful, Margaret. Am I wrong here? A guy's crossing the street, a bus is about to hit him. I yell out at him to watch out.
You keep yelling at me like that, I'm going to shove you in front of that bus, climb inside, get behind the wheel, and then back up over you again.
All right. This is silly. Now, if anyone calls for Marino for anything, let me know so we can get it straightened out.
Absolutely.
You'd really back up over me?
Only to put you out of your misery.
Oh, well, thank you. Hey, Jake, let me ask you something. Say you're crossing the street and some guy yells at you because you're about to be hit by a bus.
What street?
What's the difference?
Well, John, I'm trying to help you here. So
Fine. Fordham Road. You happy? The point is
it a local or an express?
What difference does it make?
Well, I want to know how fast it's going. Now, if it's a local, I know it's going to stop. But if it's an express, it's just going to come barreling
I
through.
don't know what kind of bus it is, all right?
Okay, fine. So I'm crossing the street, and here comes some kind of bus, which may or may not be going fast enough to hit me. Right?
You know what? The bus was going faster than I thought. You're dead.
Okay. But why does it always have to be the blind black guy crossing?
All right, Jake. Fine. It's a white guy crossing the street.
Now we're talking. Is he big and slow?
He's me, okay? I'm crossing the street.
Oh, well, that's easy. The bus hits you and nobody calls for help because everyone in this neighborhood knows you. So who'd you piss off this time, Becker?
Some patient.
You probably bored him with that bus story.
No one's talking to you.
You asked for my opinion.
Yeah, a fat lot of good it did me.
You have race issues, don't you?
I didn't used to.
Ebony and Ivory, shut up.
All right, I can't stand it anymore. What the hell is that thing?
This is my sculpture from last night's class. You like it?
Well, it depends. What is it?
It's an abstract.
Then I'd say you nailed it. Did you get any telephone numbers?
Oh, yeah.
Horny guys and desperate women. It's the Renaissance all over again. What is that?
It's just my air horn. Let me have a muffin there, will you, Reg? I got to get back to the office and practice being tactful all afternoon.
It's going to take more than one afternoon.
Go to hell.
Good start. Jake, I gotta be honest with you. I can't believe you're scamming on those women.
You think I'm proud of myself for doing this? When I lost my sight, I had to accept a lot of things. And one of them was that I might never be with a woman again.
Jake, I'm sorry. Maybe I was too harsh.
When this first started off, it may have been a scam. But once I got into it, it became something else. They had a nude model there. I couldn't see her, but I sure could imagine her.
This thing probably looks ridiculous to you, but to me, this is every woman I've ever been with. Right here. This is a part on the small of her back where I'd rest my hand when we dance. And this is smooth, like the slope of a bare shoulder. And this is a spot right behind a woman's ear where the smell of her perfume would just drive me insane. And right here, did you ever have a man kiss that little spot right behind your knee?
Oh, yeah.
Well, maybe now you understand.
Wait a minute. I can't believe I bought into this. You never be with a woman again. You go out all the time.
And now you know why. Miss Cooper?
Oh, doctor, I don't seem to be able to find my...
So, Mrs. Cooper, what seems to be your problem today?
Well, I was watching the news last night, and there was a story about how power lines are giving people headaches. And I have this headache. So I was wondering...
It's not impossible.
But really, we have to have a talk. Mrs. Cooper, you have to turn off your television set.
Is that what's giving me headaches?
No, it's what's giving me headaches. Every time you watch a program, you're in here the next day with a new ailment. You gotta get a life. Get a dog. Dust off Mr. Cooper. Make him take you dancing. Anything. But you gotta stop coming in here with symptoms you don't have. For God's sake, leave some room for people who really are sick.
I'm sorry, Dr. Becker. I won't bother you anymore.
Yeah, wait. Perhaps I'm not being as tactful as I should be yet. I like you.
I'd hate to see you if you didn't.
All I'm trying to say is I want to see you start spending more time living your life instead of worrying about what might end it. Now, I don't want you to stop coming here. I just want you to be a little more sick when you do. Okay?
Okay.
One more thing, actually. And this is just something to think about. There's stuff that goes on inside all of us that makes us act the way we do. That said, you might want to talk to a therapist. Might be helpful.
I've thought about it. Have you?
What the hell are you doing here?
Mr. Marino, we need to talk.
Huh? Would you come to apologize?
Not really, but if it will move things along, I apologize.
Oh, I don't want to hear it.
What the hell kind of game are you playing? I'm here to save your life, you big meatball. If you can't get... I'm really trying here.
Hey, we were about to have dinner. Whatever you're selling, we ain't buying.
I'm not selling anything, Mrs. Marino. I'm John Becker. Until earlier this week, I was your husband's doctor. Are you aware of his condition?
She knows I'm never seeing you again.
Why is the doctor coming to our house? What didn't you tell me?
You were letting him in our house?
It's my house, too.
Oh, not a day goes by that I'm not aware of that.
Can I get you something to drink?
Oh, no,
I make lemonade. I'll get you some lemonade. Angelo, help me.
He doesn't want it.
Angelo, I said help me.
Thanks a lot.
Make yourself comfortable. We'll be right back.
Mrs. Marino, that's really not...
Make yourself comfortable. What? Who'd I give a lemonade? No. You and I are going to have a little talk this stuff. Things are going to change around here.
I'm the king of this.
You ain't the king of nothing. Let me tell you. Here you go, doctor.
Oh, thank you. Listen, about your husband's condition.
The diabetes. Yeah, I know about it.
Yeah, she knows about it, so you can drink up and get out.
Here, sit down.
Mrs. Marino, I'm sure you care about your husband a great deal. Didn't you tell her what happened?
Nothing. This jerk says I had a heart attack.
A heart attack? How could you not tell me that?
I forgot. I mean, I do have a plumbing business to run.
You know, I think you're spending too much time with your head in people's toilets.
Hey, those toilets put food on the table.
Oh, how the hell could you not tell me you had a heart attack? So you were saying, Doctor?
I was about to ask you if you're any good at nagging, but I think we're there. The point is, your husband's condition needs monitoring. There's a doctor in the neighborhood who's excellent. I've told him about your husband's condition. He'd be happy to take care of him.
No. I'm not going to some quack he recommended.
You're going, Angelo. Dot dash, end of story. I'd like to thank you very much for coming by, Doctor.
This is something I felt I needed to do.
You know, if you'd like to stay for dinner, we're having some ravioli with some nice homemade sausages.
Neither of which is on his diet.
Come on. Her cooking is the only perk in this marriage I got left.
I'm standing right here.
I see you.
Don't start with me.
No, don't you start with me, because you know what? You've been a thorn in my side since the day I met you.
Hey, listen to me. I know why you want to kill him. And now I know why you want to die. Best of luck to both.
Oh my God.
The hell, I'm
Don't
glad he's
wish it
gone.
on me, please. Where'd you get him from?
Hello? Excuse me? Am I interested in changing my long-distance carrier? Thanks for calling.
Online. Now we've created a brand new way for you to sell your car. Whether it's a year old or a few years old, we want to buy your car.
Commercial herbicide has been linked to a significant increased risk in developing Parkinson's disease.
You guys see the paper this morning?
John, we keep going over this. I'm blind. Haven't seen anything for 5 years.
Yeah, well, it's unbelievable. You know, some kid in West Virginia gets a bad grade, grabs his daddy's rifle, and shoots out his teacher's tires. You know, another slice of Americana brought to you by those card-carrying lunatics who think they're defending the Second Amendment. Lord knows, when I want the Constitution explained to me, the first place I turn to is to some toothless cretin with a third-grade education and a Elmer Fudd cap. Not that I have anything against hunting. Makes you feel more like a man to blow Bambi's head off, knock yourself out. Just lock up the damn gun so when little Billy Bob, flunks Jim, he doesn't have a hissy fit and take out half the faculty.
Reg, we got to get to the paper before he does so we can cut out everything that'll piss him off.
That pretty much leaves the weather and Charlie Brown.
Yeah, I hate that pathetic little clod. How hard is it to kick a damn football?
Can I help you? Get you some coffee?
No, Bob heard it right. The rumor's true. Reggie Costas, high school prom queen, back in the old neighborhood. What happened? Life in the fast lane get too dull for you?
So that's a no on the coffee?
Don't remember Bob, do you? Well, why should you? Bob wasn't hip enough. Bob wasn't cool enough. Bob wasn't disco enough for you and your in crowd.
I'm guessing this is Bob.
The prom queen, flipping burgers in her old man's diner. That's really got to sting at your age.
He makes a good point.
So is there something I can do for you, Bob?
Sure, now you want me. Well, you're a little late. But in case you're wondering what you passed up, I got the 7th biggest restaurant supply business in the tri-state area. A couple of terrific kids, and a wife with two of the greatest nappers money can buy. So, miss all that, you may have chilled Bob in high school, but out here in life, well, who's the loser now? The answer is you. Bob was being rhetorical.
Can you believe that weird little dink?
You were a prom queen? Yeah, did you have the poofy white dress, the sash, and the tiara?
Let me ask you guys something. How smart do you think it is to tick off the person who makes your food? Because I could slip in all kinds of nasty things and you'd never taste it. And you'd never see it.
You ask me. Bob dodged a bullet.
People say I drive too fast, move too fast, live too fast. Ain't no such thing as too fast. And I ain't got too many upside. Too fast, move too fast, live too fast. Ain't no such thing as too fast.
Morning.
Finally. You know, I'm not getting any younger.
You want to get any older, drop the attitude.
Where have you been?
Oh, what is that? You sick?
Oh, headache, sore throat, stuffy nose, the whole Magilla.
Well, don't stand around here feeling like that. Go home.
No, it's all right. I'll get through the day.
Don't be ridiculous. You look terrible. You know, go home. Make your family sick. Drum up some new business.
Oh, fine. I'm sure Linda can handle things around here.
Oh, second thought, you don't look that bad. Oh, come on.
Too late. Mr. DeMarco is in too. Mrs. Forrester is in your office, and I'm not sure why Mr. Gordon is here, but not my problem. Yeah.
Linda, stop that. Margaret went home sick. Here's the appointment book. You're in charge.
Nuh-uh. I can't do that. I haven't been here that long, and between you and me, I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Yeah, well, trust me, your secret's out. Simple. Appointments come first unless it's an emergency. You know, patient comes out, you send another one back.
Oh, sort of like landing planes at the airport. So I'll be kind of like the air traffic controller.
Yeah, or whatever. Well, that concept fills me with a dread you can't begin to imagine. Sorry I'm late, Peter.
You think Elmer Fair's gonna go out with me?
I don't know. Ask your wife.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So what's the verdict?
Well, tests are all fine. Cholesterol's back down to where we want it. In great shape. Oh, I have to warn you, though. Next year, it's the dreaded sigmoidoscopy.
Is that where they,
Yeah, basically, we stick a camera in your pants and give you a wedgie.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
Hey, did you see that Ranger game last night?
Oh, yeah, it was a bloodbath one. And how about that shot the goalie stopped in the second period?
I hope he's had all the kids he wants. Hey, listen, I don't know if this goes against any doctor-patient rules, but I have an extra ticket for Friday night against the Flyers. Interested?
Oh, no, thanks a lot. That's I got plans in there.
You got a date, huh?
No, there's this nature series I'm watching about turtles. They're kind of endangered, and this would be the part where the turtles lay the eggs. Friday?
Yeah.
Screw the turtles. I'm in. Thanks a lot. Mrs. Forrester, You were in last week. What's wrong?
I'm dying.
We're all dying.
Yeah, but I'm dying next Tuesday.
Okay.
Well, I was on this elevator yesterday, and all of a sudden, this voice out of nowhere started singing "Goodbye, Ruthie Tuesday." It was like a message from God.
No, it's Ruby Tuesday. It's a Rolling Stones song. And although you're roughly the same age as the Stones, I don't think they were singing about you. Mrs. Forrester, you're doing just fine. I don't usually make guarantees, but if you drop dead Tuesday, you come straight back here. I'll give you your money.
Maybe you're right, but I do have to make some decisions about my final arrangements, and I was hoping you could help.
Me? No, my job is to keep you alive. After that, you're on your own.
Please, I promise I won't tell anyone you were nice to me.
Oh, all right.
Oh, thank you. I could have talked this over with my husband, except he died before me. But that was just like Harold. No matter what, he always had to finish first.
Yeah. Way too much sharing.
Hello, sir. Have you given any thought to the afterlife?
Depends. Are you two going to be there?
Yes, sir. That's why we're here, in fact.
Dr. Becker?
How do people find out where I live? Mrs. Forrester, what are you doing here?
I was in the neighborhood, so I figured I'd drop off these casket brochures.
How thoughtful.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're in the middle of dinner. I'm imposing.
Well, kind of, but that's all right. Let me just, I'll give these a look-see here.
Thank you. I got my eye on the mahogany casket with the gold handles. I'll be eager to hear what you think.
Right about now, I'm thinking Ziploc bag and a catapult.
People say I drive too fast, move too fast, live too fast. Ain't no such thing as too fast. And I ain't got too many. I'm say I drive too fast, move too fast, live too fast. Ain't no such thing as too fast.
Oh, God. That's right. Bob's back. On his previous visit, Bob may have been a tad harsh. True, you were a stuck-up bitch in high school. But bygones are bygones. Hug?
I'd rather set myself on fire.
Huh? You missed your chance, loser. So the next time you're scraping grease off the grill, you think about Bob. Well, you know what I mean.
Bye, Bob.
Can you believe that little creep just walks in here and calls me a loser? I mean, maybe this isn't Tavern on the Green, but that doesn't make me a loser.
Excuse me.
What? You from the science club? You want a piece of me too?
I don't think so, no. Actually, I was just looking for oh, there he is. Thanks. Hey, Peter. Hey, your office told me I'd find you here. Listen, I have a late meeting. I wanted to give you your ticket now. Is it okay if we just meet at the Garden?
Yeah, no problem.
I would have left it with the girl at the office, but it seems a little chaotic over there. By the way, is she new?
To pretty much everything, yeah. What's going on?
Well, let's just say we'll probably see less violence at the hockey game.
What's going on here? This is a doctor's office, not an Iranian pep rally. Everybody, sit down. Not you. What's going on?
Okay, this whole appointment thing is not working for me.
Well,
but I've come up with something new. What if I change the exam room numbers to letters? So in room A would be Mrs. Shelton with arthritis, C-A-N-A.
Go on.
Okay, then in room B, I could put Mr. Gordon with bursitis, and in room C, that guy with cataracts. If I could find him, he was kind of wandering all over the place.
We have 3 exam rooms. That's A, B, and C. What happens if someone comes in with, I don't know, M for migraine?
Headache, A for ache.
Pregnancy?
B for baby.
X-ray?
C for see-through. Is this really that tough to follow?
Just send them back.
Okay, Colitis, you're on deck.
Hello?
She wants to bring the patients in alphabetically, Margaret. She's turning the place into Sesame Street.
How am I feeling? Oh, thank you for asking. I'm feeling a little better.
I was going to ask. I'm just a little rushed here. Peter DeMarco and I are going to go to the Rangers game. At this rate, I'm never going to get out of here.
You're kidding. You going out? That's not like you.
Well, why is that so hard to believe? You know, I like having a good time. I like people.
No, you don't.
I'm trying to like people. It's just, so hard to weed through the stupid ones. You gonna help me or not?
All right. I will drag myself out of my bed and spend 1 hour on the subway so that you can get to your precious hockey game. Thank you, Margaret.
I was gonna say thank you. Nobody gives me a chance.
Aww.
Oh, there you are. I brought in several dresses. What do you think about this one?
Fine, I guess. Well, what are you dressing up for?
Eternity.
Mrs. Forrester, isn't someone else you can talk to? A friend, family?
Just a sister in San Diego, but she's completely loopy. Last week, she drove her scooter right into a mural of the sunset.
Doctor, my granddaughter just had a baby. Any chance I'll get out of here in time for his graduation?
Your x-rays are fine, Mr. Gordon. I'll go over them with you in a minute here. Let me... Sam, I want you to meet Mrs. Forrester. Now, she's having a little trouble picking out a dress for a very special occasion. Maybe you could give her a hand.
40 years in the garment center. I think I could be of some help. If the lady doesn't mind.
Oh, I'd be flattered.
Just call me Dr. Becker, geriatric. Okay, Mrs. Capellos, you're going to be just fine. A couple weeks, you're going to be flat on your back, your legs up in the air, screaming like a banshee. Pretty much what put you in that condition in the first place. Who's next?
We're done.
I've seen the entire alphabet.
Yep, except for Mrs. Mancuso. I sent her to get her roots done. I know she was here for a flu shot, but the hair problem was way worse.
Sorry it took so long. Some lunatic was on the subway tracks in a Superman outfit, screaming that he was more powerful than a locomotive. He wasn't. Where is everyone?
Well, you know, Margaret, I think I was a little premature in giving you a call there. Looks like we're done.
Oh, I know I didn't just hear you say that.
Don't worry, your job's safe. I know my limitations and I'm so far past them, you have no idea. Good night.
Well, you look much better. I mean, that fresh air did you a world of good. Yeah, Mrs. Forrester, I'm sorry. I got a little carried away there. If you want to go over the brochure.
Oh, that, I think I decided which cruise to take.
Cruise? Well, what about the camp?
Shh. I wanted to think I'm some kind of a nut.
Night.
Night.
She's a hottie. I don't know how to thank you.
Well, just seeing the two of you leave is thanks enough.
Dr. Becker's office. It's Peter DeMarco's secretary.
Hi, Dr. Becker. When? How? Yes. Oh, thank you very much.
John?
Peter DeMarco. He collapsed at his desk this afternoon. Massive cerebral hemorrhage. Paramedics rushed him to Mount Sinai. He didn't make it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I gave him a complete workup, Margaret. He was fine. Damn it.
John, you didn't miss anything. You know as well as I do that it was probably an aneurysm that he had his whole life. This could have happened at any time.
Yeah, this does not make sense. Last 2 days, I've been planning a funeral with some woman who's out on a date, making plans with some guy who's on his way to a funeral.
I could tell you that it was God's will, but I know you don't want to hear that.
Truth is, Margaret, I envy you and your Bible. You know, at least it's someplace to look for answers.
I have one in my desk. Would you like to look at it?
No thanks. And I'd be one of those people who reads the Bible. I have a bottle of scotch in my desk. You want to join me?
No, thanks. But my way won't give you a headache tomorrow.
Want to bet? Maybe you and I ought to just stick to what works for us.
I guess. Come on. Let's get out of here.
Thank you. Actually, I'm gonna sit here for a while. Night.
Good night, John.
What are you doing?
Eating pie.
I can see that. You usually sweat when you eat?
It's a really good pie.
Yeah, it must be. What the hell happened to all my cigarettes?
I bummed a few.
You don't smoke.
I had to do something while I was waiting for the pie to be delivered.
You know, I'm a medically trained professional. Let me take a stab at this. You're upset.
Bob,
Bob?
that little dink from my high school. He was right about me. I'm nowhere. I have no plans.
Yeah, well, plans are overrated. They change.
I don't know what I'm doing with my life, and I'm stuck here in this stupid diner.
Oh, don't say that. Come on. That's not true. You are smart. You're talented. You know, I have no doubt you're going to achieve whatever you set your mind to.
That's it? That's the best you can do? Give me the cigarettes.
No, hey, don't do that. Forget the cigarettes. They're bad for you, and you're wasting them. I stink at giving advice. If I was any good at giving advice, I'd give some to myself, you know? I have as many problems as anybody else.
Have some pie.
No, then I'd just be one of those people who eats pie.
Okay, so you stink at the big picture. Got any words of wisdom to get me through tonight?
You know what I like to do is find someone who's even more miserable than me and then hang out with them.
Hey, that's not bad. I could call Mary Ann Mahoney. She's been divorced 3 times, gained 50 pounds, and she works in a toll booth.
There you go. See, now you're all happy again. Good night.
Hey, Becker, did you mean what you said?
Absolutely. About what?
Me being smart and talented and able to do anything I want.
Well, how can I say no to that?
Thank you. That's the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
My pleasure. Have a nice weekend. I'm just gonna go grab Chinese food and go home.
Wait a minute. I thought you were going to go to a Ranger game with that friend of yours.
No. Oh, like I said, plans change. Night.
Victor Polson because he was married to 4 women at the same time. Sergeant Jim Toomey of the Glendale, Arizona Police Department investigated the case from the beginning.
On the surface, I think it's clear to everyone that Paulson is a very suave, handsome man, is very articulate, very charming, but make no mistake, beneath that he's a very manipulative, controlling person who obviously didn't give a second thought to the emotional wreckage he was bringing to these women.
In the spring of 1994, Victor married 3 unsuspecting women in 6 short weeks. His actions left the small community of Glendale stunned. So too were the women he married, all swept away by the sweet talk of a con man. His first wife was 23-year-old Charmaine Williams of Lancaster, California. She met Victor while he was on a business trip.
I met Victor in Los Angeles. We eventually exchanged numbers after the conversation, and we talked all the time. And finally, he flew me to Arizona, and he wined me and dined me. He was a gentleman.
A long-distance romance ensued, and after 3 months of courtship, Victor asked Charmaine to marry him. Believing that he was the man of her dreams, she agreed. And on April 29th, she flew to Arizona to marry him.
He could promise you the world. You know, made it seem like he was making all this money, and, you know, we're going to have a baby, you don't have to work, and we're going to have this big elaborate wedding.
The day after the wedding, Charmaine returned to California to close her affairs before moving to Arizona. She quit her job, gave notice on her apartment, and waited for June 6th. That was the day Victor was going to take his bride back to Arizona. But that day took an unexpected turn when he didn't call her at 7 in the morning as promised.
He told me he was going to call me from the airport, and about 7 o'clock rolled around. I didn't hear from him. And then 9 a.m. came, and then when 12 o'clock hit, I'm thinking, okay, something's wrong. And so then that evening, my girlfriend said, well, why don't you just put out a missing persons report? So I called Glendale Police Department in Arizona, and I told them that Victor had been missing.
The Glendale Police Department immediately dispatched officers to search Victor's condominium. But when they arrived, they found someone else looking for Victor Polson, a second Mrs. Polson. Her name was Jamila Thompson, and she was waiting for Victor to return from an alleged business trip.
Can you imagine that exchange? Hi, I'm Officer Ruby or whatever from the Glendale Police. Have you seen Victor Polson? His wife in California would like to know where he is. And then Jamila must have responded something to the effect of, what are you talking about? I'm his wife.
Still in California, Charmaine finally received a phone call, not from her missing husband, but from the Glendale Police.
They called me like at 1 o'clock in the morning, and they informed me, they said, we hate to tell you, but your husband is married to another woman. My heart dropped. I was like, what is going on? Only thing I knew in my mind is that the first flight out of LAX I will be on.
Through the police, Charmaine found Jamila. Each was carrying an identical photo of Victor, and each was carrying a nearly identical marriage license. Charmaine's was dated April 29, 1994, and Jamila's 2 weeks later, on May 11. It didn't take long for them to realize they were married to the same man, and both decided to press criminal charges.
My main goal was to get Victor arrested. I was hurt and I went through a lot with my job. I had to move in with my grandparents. I was through. I wanted to see him under the jail.
But the police work on this case was far from over. Within days, another woman looking for Victor called the Glendale police. This time, it was a California woman named LaTronda. She too was married to Victor and had been since 1989. Immediately, the Glendale police dispatched Officer Brad Moore to find the still missing Victor Paulson.
When we did the search warrant at his residence seemed to be clean, well kept. He seemed to be meticulous in the records that he kept. He maintained his marriage licenses. He had numerous pictures of various different women that he had around the same area.
As police searched through Victor's files, they were stunned to find yet another marriage license. Only 1 month after marrying Jamila, he had wed a woman named Dimitri. Victor was now married to 4 women.
I've always found the timeline in this case to be incredible. Wife number 1, LaTronda. She's sort of on the fringes somewhere. And there's wife number 2 in California looking for him. Wife number 3 is on the doorstep in Glendale looking for him. And meanwhile, he's in Las Vegas having just married wife number 4.
In a 6-week marriage spree, Victor had committed bigamy 3 times. But the most condemning evidence that police found was a Rolodex of index cards entitled Who to Marry. On them were the names of several women and their target wedding dates. It appears that Victor had every intention of playing his con on other victims.
With Victor, it wasn't about money. It wasn't about sex. It was just about conquest.
With all the evidence they needed, the district attorney's office issued a warrant for Victor's arrest on August 21st. For 6 months, he evaded the authorities, but finally, on December 27th, 1994, he turned himself in to the Glendale police.
It was mainly through a bunch of lies, going back and forth, going between states, and it was hard work. I couldn't keep it up.
Only one wife, Charmaine, filed charges against Victor. He pled guilty to 1 count of bigamy and was sentenced to 5 months in jail. In the end, he served only 29 days.
It's a thrill seeker, a sensation seeker. And in fact, one of the theories about how this problem develops in people is that there are folks whose threshold of stimulation is a lot higher than other people's. And so it takes more to get them to feel excited. Oftentimes they live for the scam. The scam becomes the most important thing in their lives.
Police investigators could not find any financial motives or evidence of fraud or theft. But as with all bigamy cases, there was theft of another kind.
The emotional cost in this must have been extraordinary for the wives. And that's what makes this crime particularly heinous.
Perhaps Victor Polk.
Finding love shouldn't be a stretch. That's why I trust eHarmony.
I'm done with swiping. There's a better way. That's why I trust eHarmony. I deserve better than swipe right or swipe left. That's why I trust eHarmony.
When it comes to connecting with someone real, compatibility matters. That's why every 14 minutes, someone finds love on eHarmony. Download the app and start free today.
Linda is a little girl who loves yellow. She loves yellow flowers, yellow balloons, of course, the yellow sun, and the yellow sky. Why yellow, you may be wondering? Well, because yellow just makes things better. Like Chiquita banana. Healthier, tastier, and happier. You don't believe it? Try a bite. Chiquita, it's natural to be good.
That's my son, Noah. And that? We call that the green light effect.
It's the debit card for kids, with an app that teaches them how to earn and manage money. Now Noah's saving more than he's spending. Join more than 3 million parents and kids at GreenLightCard.com.
Experience all the movies, all summer long, all for free.
Hell yeah.
Onboard summer movies, only on GoTV.
Doctor.
Dr. Long!
Take a journey through time and space with some of your favorite doctors. From William Hartnell and Patrick Troughton to Tom Baker and John Pertwee. Tune in and discover their adventures on the classic Doctor Who channel. Available now for free on Pluto TV.
So I'm going in. You look like a cop.
I look like an FBI special agent.
You look like a cop dressed up as an FBI agent for Halloween.
This will not be another wake-up. Not on my watch. I said not on my watch, and I'm not wearing a watch.
Hey, you get in to your girl again.
I wish I could tell you every story as happy. Truth is, most stories don't.
Why are you taking a picture with it?
You guys do?
Yeah, this big ass. Everybody else, but
Lost him. Basically tied in that sense.
that's some of that you shit. That's crazy, huh?
Attention parents. Did you know that
Nigga, I was all up in it with my
caused by a
booty.
medical mistake during pregnancy or delivery? You have legal rights and may be eligible for compensation. Money that can help pay for the care your child needs. Call now to learn more. In many cases, conditions such as cerebral palsy, Erb's palsy, or other injuries, including broken bones, nerve damage, or a lack of oxygen to the brain, could have been prevented. Signs of these birth injuries include bruising or swelling, seizures, an inability to sit up, crawl, or walk, spastic or tight muscles, a limp arm, or missing developmental milestones. If your child suffered an injury before, during, or immediately after birth, our registered nurse case managers will review the medical care you received and try to find answers.
Call 1-800-735-1428. That's 1-800-735-1428. I'm a non-attorney spokesperson.
Go again.
Days in jail. But in the case of John Walker, the system worked. After 30 years and at least 10 marriages, John Walker was put behind bars. It was here in Salt Lake City that Walker would commit the crime of bigamy 3 times in just over 1 year.
His first marriage was in January of 64 to Deanna. Sally was the next one in April of 65. In January of 72, he married Arvilla. And March of 74, he married Lori.
He told them he was a military man, a religious man, a solitary widower. Certainly the women who married John never suspected that the middle-aged, unassuming man they thought they were marrying would turn out to be a bigamist.
He married Bertha in May of 86, Zona in February of 95, Sandra in October of 95, and me in March of 96.
Karen Stone was wife number 10 and the last of John's marriages. She discovered only too late just how solitary his real past had been.
We know that there were many girlfriends, many, and possibly some more wives, but these are the ones that we could find record-wise. Busy boy.
At age 55, John had made a career of living off his wives and girlfriends, For him, conning women was a way of life, as Davis County investigator Gary Peterson discovered.
Mr. Walker was, in fact, a con man. He would seek out a woman. He would womanize her. He would marry her. He would then get what he needed from her, and then he would move on.
By the time John arrived in Salt Lake City in 1994, he had already perfected his skills. And like most bigamists, he chose a clever cover to conceal his trail of lies.
He took on the persona of a retired Army colonel and had these mysterious missions that he would go on. That again brought him credibility, brought him an air of romance, brought him instant respectability, and it was all phony.
John had a fake uniform for every occasion. They are still kept by Sandra Hart, John's ninth wife. Today she is happily remarried, but whenever she opens the door to her past with John, the painful memories still haunt her. Although John was a private fourth class when he left the Army, he possessed uniforms that only a colonel could have.
This is his regular military uniform.
Covered with medals, impressive epaulets, and even a Purple Heart, John convinced his wives that he was a well-respected Army colonel who had served in Vietnam and Saudi Arabia.
He would have a quote-unquote military weekend that would last from 3 to 4 days, and he'd say that he needed $1,000, and I gave it to him. And later I found out he was using it for his last wife to show her a good time.
John told each of his wives a different story. To Sandra, he was away on long weekend training sessions in California. To Karen, he was tracking nuclear missiles in Saudi Arabia with his troops from Desert Storm.
I couldn't question his orders. I couldn't question that he was going to go to Germany. I couldn't question that he had to go to Montana or that wherever that he was called, because he was a colonel after all.
John's military MO gave him a flawless alibi for spending weekends away from one wife and plenty of free time to woo his next. In 1 year, he wed Zona Berman, Sandra Hart, and Karen Stone, while legally married to his seventh wife in California. To maintain his deception, John used only one name for all his wives. Zona was John's eighth wife and one of his many princesses.
I don't know how John ever kept it all straight. That's where the princes come in. So if he made a mistake, he had princess right there, and he called everybody princess.
Within a few short weeks of meeting, John and Zona were engaged. 3 months later, they married in an elaborate ceremony.
This was a big affair. My kids flew in. I was really happy. I just wanted to freeze that moment in time. It was just wonderful.
Oh, yeah, lady? Well, instead of putting that stupid ball in his hair, why'd you teach him not to crap all over the sidewalk?
I sure hope he's talking about a dog.
Hey, I don't care if you don't have the scooper. Pick it up and put it in your pocket, you idiot. Hey, Rich. No time for breakfast this morning. Let me just have a cigarette and a cup of coffee, will you?
Oh, it's your lucky day. Here's a cigarette and a cup of coffee.
caffeinated cigarettes. Am I crazy or is that a good idea?
Yeah, if you're gonna smoke yourself to death, you may as well be awake for it.
Oh, look at this story. You're not going to believe this. 45 injured in toy store riot. You want to know what led these mature adults to violence? Those stupid little beanie dolls. I mean, are people's lives this empty? What are we talking about? It's a sweat sock with eyes.
Well, you can't blame the toy. My niece has one. She just loves it.
A little tip: don't poke the bear.
All I'm saying is that there's always going to be a few bad apples to ruin it for everybody.
Okay, now you're on your own.
A few bad apples? What are you, nuts? People are being slaughtered over those little beanie bastards.
Hey, everyone's entitled to their opinion. I say, live and let live.
The schmucks of the world have a new king.
Wait till you see who he's chosen for his new queen.
What do you mean? Oh, you gotta be kidding.
Yeah, I'm blind and I did a double take.
I'll see you later.
Yeah, have a great day.
What?
Were all the guys in long pants taken?
Don't tell me now you have something against delivery men.
No, absolutely not. I have nothing but respect for our men in lift belts. I just don't think he's your type, that's all.
Oh, you're right. What was I thinking? I should have my head examined for going out with a great-looking guy who treats me well. Besides, I've gone out with enough type A guys to know what the A stands for.
All right, I stand corrected. He's a nice guy. He's got bigger ears, a good Disney character.
It's my birthday. No, it's not. But I still look good though. How come? Ow. I just want an autograph. You and your friends. That's why I keep my pen. When you can't dance, you ain't got rhythm. Put your phone down, let's get it. Forget your Instagram and your Twitter. Got me like, whoa, wait a minute.
With lower prices and great deals, make Target your first stop back to school. This is Jean. Jean drives an invisible car because transparency is really important to her. So she went to the Zebra. We helped her compare the top insurance companies transparently. Because no matter who you are, where you live, or what you drive, the Zebra makes shopping for insurance easy and transparent. The Zebra, pairing people with policies.
Okay, Mrs. Jordan, give me just a second here to look over your results.
I don't see any pictures of your family, Dr. Becker.
I keep them locked up.
Your family pictures are locked up?
No, my family. All right, everything seems to be in pretty good shape. Except your thyroid's a little underactive, so I'm going to give you a drug called Synthroid. See if we can give it a little kick in the butt.
So, I notice you don't wear a ring. I take it you're unmarried.
Mrs. Jordan, I've already seen you naked. There's nowhere left for us to go.
Come on, doctor. Cards on the table. What are you, gay?
No.
Good. Because I may have someone for you. My niece. She's a lovely girl. Personality plus.
Personality plus what?
Kelly would love your sense of humor. You're perfect for her.
Mrs. Jordan, thanks anyway. But see, the problem with blind dates is you end up going out with the kind of people who go out on blind dates. Frankly, those people are much better off alone.
There's that sense of humor.
Dr. Becker, I don't know if you remember, but when I started working here, you said there would be a quarterly performance review. Today's the day.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm not ready.
That's okay, I'll go first. First of all, let me say I think you're doing a great job. However, there's always room for improvement. Okay. You have a tendency to get a little abrasive at times, not only with the patients, but with the support staff.
Remember, a smile is a frown turned upside down.
Let me ask you something. In what twisted little corner of your mind do you think that it's appropriate for an employee to come to her boss? I'll try to do better.
That's all I ask.
No, don't.
Well, seems like someone's been using the office as a dating service. Mrs. Jordan just gave me her niece's phone number.
Oh, thank you, Margaret.
You know, I've seen her niece. You could do worse. You have done worse. Why not give it a shot and take this girl to dinner?
Margaret, there's a reason they named the blind date after a disabling condition.
Fine. Date, don't date. But one of these days, the thrill I get from dragging my butt in here every morning is going to wear off. Then who's going to look after you?
Margaret, you'll never leave me.
Well, I might not have a choice. Linda gave me a very poor performance review.
Mr. Rainey, come on back.
All right, thanks for seeing me. I got some real stiffness in my shoulder.
Let's take a look at it. It says here you work for an HMO. How come you didn't see one of those doctors?
Go to an HMO. That's a good one, Doc.
Oh, jeez. Does the health department know about this?
I'll see you tonight.
I can't wait.
Hey, how's it going?
Can't complain.
Apparently not.
Out goes the sunshine, in comes the rain.
You can't possibly believe that guy's right for it.
Why not? He's friendly, he's attentive, he's eager to please.
Yeah, he's a Cocker Spaniel.
Are you talking about Todd again?
Oh, interesting. You hear the words Cocker Spaniel and you immediately think of Todd.
There's nothing wrong with Todd.
I didn't say there was. I just think that you're compromising a little bit. I mean, you're no idiot. You should be going out with someone a little more, I don't know, challenging. I know it's a little tight in the old biological clock department, but that doesn't mean you should sell yourself short, Reg.
Wow, even your compliments suck.
Oh, come on, Reg. The guy is so boring. I mean, nobody's that nice.
Look, there's nothing wrong with nice. And since when did you become the dating expert? The last woman I saw you with was ticketing your car.
I happen to have a very satisfying personal life. You're way off base. Back me up on this, will you, Jake?
She does have a good point there, John.
Yeah, super helpful. Thank you.
Okay, if I'm so wrong, please tell me about your satisfying personal life.
Yeah, John, I was kind of curious about that myself. When was the last time you had a date?
Last time I had a date? Well, just so happens I have a date tonight.
Yeah, who with?
With a woman named Kelly. Yeah, she's a niece of a patient of mine. As a matter of fact, she has personality plus. You know, it finds me very amusing.
Oh, a deaf girl.
Oh, boy, she sure got you there.
Yeah, she sure did, didn't she?
How much pleasure can you possibly get from playing tricks on a blind man?
To be honest, more than I ever imagined.
This is Jean. Jean drives an invisible car because transparency is really important to her. So she went to the Zebra. We helped her compare the top insurance companies transparently. Because no matter who you are, where you live, or what you drive, the Zebra makes shopping for insurance easy and transparent. The Zebra, pairing people with policies.
I don't care. You can't just sneak in the back door and expect to see the doctor. Unless it's an emergency, you need an appointment.
Then I'd like to make an appointment.
There's something you need to do first. Here's $10. I want you to go down to Goodwill and buy some clean clothes. Then I want you to go to the Y and take a shower. And when you're all finished and you think that you are really clean, I want you to go back in and take another shower. Then come back and see me.
Margaret, that telephone number I threw away, you haven't emptied the trash yet, have you?
Nope. But the question is, are you desperate enough to go digging around in it?
Yes, I am. Don't waste your time. Doctor won't see you unless you shower first.
Hey, Jake, would you mind closing up tonight?
Oh, no problem.
Now that's strange. Usually you wear obsession, but tonight, playful, slightly precocious, and a little bit bad. Tommy girl.
You're amazing.
Hey, if there's a way of enjoying a woman without seeing her, believe me, I found it.
Wow, someone looks very pretty tonight.
Oh, stop. This whole thing.
Oh, Reggie, you look nice too.
Thank you, Tom. I'm almost ready.
Great. Hey, listen, I had to park 3 blocks away. I'll go get the car.
No, that's okay. I can walk with you.
No, I'll get it. You're wearing heels. If you twisted your ankle, I'd never forgive myself. Night, Jake.
Good night.
Jake, let me ask you something. What do you think of Todd?
He seems like a nice guy.
But not too nice, right?
Don't tell me you're worried about what Becker said.
Well, you know how he is. I mean, he shoots his mouth off, and before you know it, he's got you doubting your own opinion.
Well, don't listen to him. I don't. That's why we're friends. Now, look, if you like Todd, that's all that matters.
You're right. Thank you.
Hey, Reg, saw your friend Todd outside.
And?
And nothing. Hey, wearing long pants and everything.
Becker, we're closed.
I know. I'm just grabbing a smoke before my date.
Nervous?
No, I've smoked before. You know something? You look very nice. You and Todd have a good time tonight. Jake, I'll see you later.
See you, John.
Okay, what the hell was that supposed to mean?
Well, unless he threw up some weird hand signals, I think you meant have a good time tonight.
Yeah, I guess.
Red, stop torturing yourself. Forget about Becca. If you like Todd, that's all that matters.
You're right. You know, you're absolutely right.
But in a relationship, the most important thing is how two people feel about each other, all right? It doesn't matter if... Reg, okay, people, you have to say goodbye to a blind man when you leave the room. Otherwise, you're just plain inconsiderate. And should you leave a brother sitting here talking to himself for hours? You know?
Jake, I'm sorry, I forgot to say goodnight.
Ain't no problem.
Hi, I'm Rusty. I'll be your waiter. Can I tell you about tonight's specials? We have striped chili and sea bass, pan-seared with shiitake mushrooms, a free-range chicken breast stuffed with andouille sausage, accompanied by a vegetarian gumbo, and our grilled double pork chop, which comes in a cream reduction with just a splash of vermouth. That one's yummy. Now what can I get you?
Rusty, sit down. First of all, you can drop the phony sycophantic charm. I don't need a new pal, just a waiter. I want you to take a glass and put some vodka in it, not that stuffed andouille vodka, just normal human vodka. Then take the splash of vermouth out of the double pork chops, put it in the glass, turning it into a free-range vodka martini. Then bring it back here as fast as you can so I can drink it in peace. Are you with me?
Gotcha.
Rusty. The chair. Thank you.
Are you John Becker?
Oh, is there a call for me?
No, I'm Kelly Jordan.
You're related to Mrs. Jordan?
Yes, she's my aunt.
Oh, wow. Sorry, John Becker here. Sit down, please.
Thank you. Sorry, I'm a little late, but
My dance class went a little longer than I expected.
You're a dancer?
Yeah, country western. You know, line dancing. It's just so much fun.
Line dancing.
I can't believe that guy just backed into your car and drove away like that.
Hey, what's done is done. That's what insurance is for.
Unbelievable. Most guys would still be outside screaming.
Well, I figure, why let it ruin the whole evening?
What a great attitude. Just great.
So, Kelly, what kind of work do you do?
In a way, the same thing you do. I heal people.
You're a doctor?
Well, practically. I'm an aromatherapist.
You were stuck in the Lincoln Tunnel for 3 hours? That would have driven me insane.
Actually, I kind of enjoyed the time. Gave me a chance to think about my life. By the time I hit New Jersey, I was feeling pretty good.
It felt good to get to Jersey.
Well, let me see. What else can I tell you about myself? I'm a very romantic person. I've seen Titanic 53 times. There are moments when I feel like I am actually on that ship.
Me too.
You actually don't mind paying taxes.
How could I? I use city services. I mean, you can bet I'll be the first one to call the fire department if my house was burning down.
Wow, there's got to be something that bothers you.
Why?
You're just so nice.
Well, what's wrong with nice?
Well, there's nothing wrong with I've got it. Pollution. You gotta hate pollution.
Well, of course I do.
Thank God.
But you have to admit the city's a lot cleaner than it used to be.
You know, I was thinking after dinner we should go to a karaoke bar. I go all the time. They're really fun.
Oh yeah, karaoke bar, great idea. Because so often when I'm listening to Sinatra, I'm thinking, wouldn't it be great if I could just take Sinatra's voice out and replace it with the off-key yowling of some drunk?
You're very tense.
Well, that's my hobby. Look, Kelly, I'm gonna have to be honest with you. If you and I were the last two people on this earth, that would be the only thing that we have in common. Now, I could sit here all night with my frozen smile, walk you to your doorstep, promise to call, then run like hell for a cab. But what I'd like to do is skip directly to the run like hell for a cab. Because if you think I'm hard to take now, you don't want to be around me for even 5 minutes in a karaoke bar. So I'm gonna do the biggest favor of your life. Dinner's on me. I'm very, very sorry.
Look, we finished eating 20 minutes ago, and no one's offered us coffee. Doesn't that bother you?
I hadn't noticed. I was enjoying my time with you.
Yeah, it's magic. Look. What are you, a Keebler elf? Did you grow up in a tree making cookies? Doesn't anything make you angry?
I just thought of something I don't like.
Finally. Oh.
I just can't be with somebody who's so angry. I don't know what got into you.
Becker.
This is Larry. Larry rescues cats because saving is really important to him. And the zebra helped him save hundreds by comparing the top insurance companies side by side. Because there's no such thing as too much saving. At least when it comes to money. Save an average of $440 on car insurance. Compare and save at thezebra.com.
There's a 72% chance that you're overpaying for car insurance. But shopping for car insurance is a hassle and can take hours to find the best deal. That's why we created Gabi. Gabi is a free tool that does all the shopping for you. Gabi analyzes your existing policy and finds you the best rate for the same coverage. Within minutes, Gabi finds you quotes that would have taken hours to get on your own. And it works. Gabi saves customers more than $800 per year on average. Go to Gabi.com and stop overpaying for home and auto insurance.
I know a thing or two about cars, and sometimes buying them makes you tighten the chest.
But with Carvana, I can finally breathe easy. Buying my car 100% online without any tense negotiation. Smells like the internet. Shop now at Carvana.com. When I'm not racing, I'm personalizing. Just like how Carvana lets you personalize your financing. You can customize your down payment and monthly payment in a matter of minutes for some truly dazzling results. Financing has never felt so fabulous.
Morning, Reggie. Have a cup of coffee?
Hi, Becker. I'm about to make you a very happy man.
Well, yeah, somebody else make the coffee?
No, you were right and I was wrong.
Well, sure. What are we talking about?
You told me Todd wasn't right for me, and last night we broke up. Because I think that's what it means when a guy leaves you sitting alone in a restaurant.
The guy walked out on you? The bastard.
No, he's not the bastard. You are.
Well, why me?
Because you wanted me to find something wrong with Todd, and you wouldn't let up until I did.
Oh, come on. I wasn't even there, Reggie. I was offering you some opinions, that's all. If I screwed anything up, I'm sorry, you know. I mean, don't get me wrong, the guy's gumpy, but if I messed it up...
Doesn't matter, it's too late anyway.
No, it's not too late. Yeah, come on, tell him, make something up. You know, tell him you were drunk. Tell him it was all my fault. I don't care. Just call him. Come on.
I can't.
Why not?
Because he's boring. You were right. He was so damn nice, I wanted to hit him with a stick.
So you're saying you're upset about losing someone you don't even like? Well, you know, you're just a crazy person.
Hey, no argument here. When it comes to men, you might as well put me in a straitjacket and spoon feed me pudding. Maybe not everybody's supposed to find someone.
Oh, now don't do that. Look, you don't have the market cornered on crazy, you know. I've had 2 failed marriages. There's a long list of women who still refuse to talk to me. The longest relationship I have is with the woman who runs the dry cleaning on the corner. Look, just don't be so hard on yourself.
Thanks, Becker. I appreciate you telling me that.
You know, when you think about it, all you really lost was Todd.
You were doing so well.
No, I'm sorry. Look, dating's tough. You know, it's hard to find someone you really connect with.
You know, I got so wrapped up in myself, I completely forgot to ask you, how was your date?
Well, I wasn't going to bring it up, but as long as we're being honest, it was fantastic.
Like countless others before her, Natalie was forced to face the pain of financial ruin and emotional abuse.
Basically, I remember sitting in the corner or laying on the floor crying for 1.5 to 2 years. And when I finally did come out of bed, I couldn't keep a job. I was a nervous wreck.
I've never intentionally
you? Jake. Oh, come on. It's supposed to be a civilized society. It's not France, for God's sake.
Let me guess, that's your version of Happy Valentine's Day?
It's Valentine's Day? Oh, crap. Valentine's Day. It's the shallowest, greediest exploitation of emotion since my second marriage. It's not even a real holiday. You know that, don't you? Created by an evil cartel of florists, candy manufacturers, and champagne makers. If you ask me, the government should stop hounding Microsoft and get the damn greeting card companies off our backs.
Yeah, Becker, I hate Valentine's Day too.
Whoa. You and I agree about something.
Oh, I know, it scares me too. But you're right. All the pressure. Will I get a date? Won't I get a date? Gotta get a date. Didn't get a date. Who needs it?
Congratulations, John. You've just claimed another soul.
Hello, Reggie. Yeah, that's right. Bob's back.
I think you just solved your date problem.
As I was giving a buck to a wino on the corner, we shared a laugh at how pathetic your life's become. So on this day of love, Bob had decided to take pity and bring you a humble gift. Just a little something.
Kind of like you.
No need to give me a gift in return. A slow hug will suffice. And if by chance during that hug, Bob should start moving from side to side, don't be alarmed.
And if I should get out my baseball bat and start swinging it from side to side, don't you be alarmed.
Jeez, you and my wife with the baseball bats.
Get out, Bob.
All right, Bob's got to go. Just remember, if you need Bob, all you have to do is whistle. You know how to whistle, don't you?
Yeah, I know. Put my lips together and blow.
Wow. What a hot way to put it.
We did it again. Verizon has been named America's most reliable network by RootMetrics, and our customers rated us #1 for network quality in America, according to J.D. Power. #1 in reliability 16 times in a row. Most awarded for network quality 27 times in a row. Proving once again that nobody builds networks like Verizon. That's why we're building 5G right. That's why there's only one best network.
You know what I love about Valentine's Day? All year long, women put you through hell. This is the one day of the year you can get in for a box of candy.
Yeah, so you need this lousy holiday just so you can get lucky. Boy, that's sad, you know, Jake?
Gee, John, I'm really surprised that you hate Valentine's Day, considering you have such a vibrant and active social life.
Oh, that's right.
Sorry.
You know something, Jake? You're right. I shouldn't talk. Hey, was that your girlfriend you were with before?
Yeah, that's Molly.
What? Oh, nothing. That's really nice of you, Jake. Have some coffee there, Reg, please.
Nice of you. What are you talking about? What's wrong with Molly?
Nothing's wrong with you, man. I'm just saying it's a nice thing you're doing going out with her.
Reg, what's he talking about? Is there something wrong with Molly?
Relax, Jake. Molly is lovely.
Lovely? Wait, lovely is what women say about other women when they're trying to be kind. Wait a minute, how hideous is she? Oh, what is it? What's wrong?
The bitch stabbed me with a fork. You deserve to tell her animal. She's an animal. She's an animal.
Hey, what did she get to me?
Yeah, you're lucky that's all I did.
You couldn't have stabbed him at home like decent people?
He slept with my sister. I should have cut his thing off.
Hold still. This might hurt a little.
Ow! A little?
Yeah, just press down on that right there.
I hope it hurts.
Let me have a towel, will you, Reggie, please?
Anything else?
Yeah, I'm still waiting on my coffee.
I didn't sleep with your ugly ass sister. My sister is not ugly. She is lovely.
Lovely? Oh, damn.
I'm the only guy in town who didn't sleep. Oh, what does that mean? My sister's a slut now?
Well, yeah, you're beginning to sound like open mic night at a trailer park.
I would yell as much as I want to. Mr. thinks he's better than me.
This doctor thinks he's better than you. Let me have that, man. This is not that bad. Go get some antibiotics and a tetanus shot, all right? You better go to an emergency room just in case there's a nerve damage.
Nerve damage? You happy now? No, I should have stuck it in your heart.
Wow, Becker. I've never seen you actually be a doctor before. That's really cool. What?
My coffee.
Of course I'll be your Valentine. I love you more. No, I love you more. Oh, I gotta go, Raoul. You hang up first. No, you hang up first. Oh, don't make me be the one that...
It was either hang up or throw up.
I'm sorry, Margaret. Raoul just completes me.
Well, something had to.
It's just so romantic meeting on Valentine's Day.
That's who you were talking to? The guy you just met?
Yeah, on the train this morning. I saw him walking my way, but the only seat near me was next to Poncho Guy. So he sat down.
Poncho Guy?
Yeah, he's the guy in the train everyone avoids because he wears a poncho. Just a poncho. Anyways, he sat down right next to him just to be near me.
How do you know he didn't sit near you just to be next to Poncho Guy?
Hey, if you're gonna pee on my car, at least pee on the dusty parts.
Good morning, John. Happy Valentine's Day, Dr. Becker.
No, I don't do Valentine's Day. I just spent the morning breaking up a fight between two psycho lovebirds, missed my breakfast, and ruined a perfectly good shirt.
Ooh, you mean the blood stain?
No, this annoying row of buttons.
So, are you and your husband doing something romantic for Valentine's Day?
Afraid not. My sister brought her husband and 3 kids up from South Carolina. So unless we can do it in the mailbox, we're not doing it.
Oh, you got a Valentine's Day card. Sweet.
Yeah, sweet. Oh, look at this. It's from a secret admirer. That's gonna drive me crazy all day. Wasn't you, was it, Margaret?
Yeah, it was me. I love you, I need you. Take me, you gorgeous hunk of man meat.
All right. I hate this. You know, today's secret admirer is tomorrow's stalker. Next thing you know, I'll be in some abandoned warehouse, lying unconscious and nude in the middle of a pentagram.
Boy, I didn't get that at all.
Hey, Danny, what's up?
I want a vasectomy.
Right now?
Hey, see, I recently started having sex, and, well, a vasectomy is the key to my future plans.
Which are?
I plan to have a lot more sex.
I hear you. How about using...
Yeah, safe sex, right? I'm there. Okay, but a vasectomy is the only way to make sure there aren't any mistakes. But you know my family, Doc. Every one of us was an accident.
Well, there's always abstinence. Yeah, what was I thinking? Boy, you know, I'm going to have to think about this one. Tell you what, come back in a couple hours, we'll talk.
Okay, but my mind's made up.
Give me a couple hours. You can find something to do for a couple hours, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Hi, Mary. When did this start?
About an hour ago?
Having trouble breathing or swallowing?
No, but the stitching is driving me crazy. I feel like my cat.
Your cat?
Yeah, she has fleas.
Take a deep breath. Did you come into contact with anything unusual today?
Well, the woman I share my cubicle with, she got this huge bouquet of roses for Valentine's Day from her boyfriend. Her husband sent her candy. She's cheating on him.
Yeah, I got that.
All I did was smell the roses. I've never been allergic to anything before.
Well, allergies can pop up at any time, kind of like holidays. Yeah, it's like this weird emotional obstacle course. No sooner do you get past the rotating blades of Thanksgiving that you gotta duck under the live ammo of Christmas and New Year's. And then when you think you're home free, bam, you get attacked by some little Cupid bastard. I mean, you know, whoever gave a baby a bow and arrow anyway.
Are you okay?
Oh, yes. Never mind. That's Benadryl. I'm going to give that to you to help relieve the itching. I'm also going to give you a prescription of prednisone. Should stop that reaction from spreading.
Thank you.
Mary, I don't know. It could have been the roses. It could be anything. But just to be safe, you have another attack, come right back here.
go to a hospital, all right?
Of all the things to be allergic to on Valentine's Day, roses, huh? With my luck, I'll go on my honeymoon and find out I'm allergic to sex.
Well, that's why hotel rooms have mini bars.
Linda is a little girl who loves yellow. She loves yellow flowers, yellow balloons, of course, the yellow sun, and the yellow sky. Why yellow, you may be wondering? Well, because yellow just makes things better. Like Chiquita banana. Healthier, tastier, and happier. You don't believe it? Try a bite. Chiquita. It's natural to be good.
We did it again. Verizon has been named America's most reliable network by RootMetrics, and our customers rated us #1 for network quality in America, according to JD Power, proving there's only one best network.
Hello, Reggie. Bob's back.
Oi.
That's right. Twice in one day. It's a Bob twofer.
What can I do for you, Bob?
Whoa, Stretch. No time for that now. Not that Bob isn't always up for a little afternoon delight, but now I'm a little preoccupied. Bob forgot to get his beautiful wife a Valentine's gift. And believe me, Bob did not get her a pair of expensive breasts so he could be denied access to them. So how's about giving me back that present I gave you earlier?
No problem. It's in the dumpster out back.
Yeah? Acting like you're not interested. Bob gets that a lot. But in light of my wife's temper, let's keep this relationship our little secret.
There is no relationship.
That's my girl.
Do you know where I can find a really big roach motel?
At least Bob knows what his girlfriend looks like.
Oh, come on, Jake. You're the one who was always telling me not to pay attention to Becker. He's just yanking your chain. Molly's adorable.
Oh, come on, not adorable. I mean, adorable is code for don't look directly at her. Use a box with a little hole in it.
Oh, good job, Becker. Jake's a quivering blob thanks to your little head games.
Oh, no, pal, what did I do?
Good job. Go for it. Man's a man, all right? What does Molly look like?
Well, I'll say this. When she walks into a room, you certainly look twice.
Kiss my ass.
Certainly not the most romantic invitation I've ever got. Oddly enough, not the least either. Reggie, I'm asking everybody. Did you send me a Valentine's Day card?
Do you see a mark on my head where a gun barrel was jammed against it?
You're right. I should have known. Oh, wait a minute. Your hair, it's different.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. You got those stringy, cowlicky things you think look good. Oh, wait a minute. You had a dress cleaned? I know that dress. That's your cleavage dress. Oh, come on, Reg. You got a Valentine's Day date, don't you?
All right, I have a date. This guy I know called, and well, I just didn't want to sit at home tonight like some lonely, pathetic loser. No offense.
None taken. I just hope that when you and your Valentine are toasting each other with champagne, the bitter taint of betrayal will linger on your liar's lips.
Where did you come up with that?
Printed on my alimony check. Oh, Danny, just the man I want to see. Step into my office. Margaret, did Dr. Osborne send over the tape?
It's all set up in your office.
Thank you.
Hey, Doc, chick that works here, is she seeing somebody?
No, but she certainly should be. Okay. Danny, so you can familiarize yourself with this procedure, I had a urologist friend of mine send over a tape of an actual vasectomy. Go ahead and sit down. Watch the movie here.
What, no jujubes?
No, that would actually be a great title for what you're about to see.
That's great news. I'll be there soon to give you a big Valentine's Day kiss. Bye.
Wrong number?
That was my Louis. Do you know what that big sweet husband of mine did? He packed my sister and her family off to the travel lodge so we could have the whole house to ourselves for Valentine's Day. We're gonna have some wine and then dance and then. Oh, I'm sharing again, aren't I? Sorry. Oh, by the way, the ER from St. Ursula's called. Mary Gallagher had another allergy attack. She's fine, but they're going to hold her overnight.
I better get over there. How's the schedule?
Oh, it's clear except for Mr. Gelman's cardiogram, and I can do that. And your last 2 appointments aren't pressing, so if you want, I can cancel them.
Leaving you free to go home early?
Oh, I do believe you're right. What a lucky coincidence.
There's something I'd like you both to know. I'm just going to say it and then put it behind me. Raul and I broke up. Bummer. We were kidding ourselves. We'd grown too far apart.
Well, at least you have the memory of those 10 minutes you actually spent together.
And I wouldn't trade that for anything in the world. Now, if you two will excuse me, I need to go clear my head.
That shouldn't take too long.
Hey, Jake, what are you doing, John? I know that it's shallow to care about Molly's looks, but I need to know what's wrong with her.
Oh, come on, man. I was just screwing with you. She's lovely, and she looks a little bit like Tyra Banks.
That doesn't help me. I don't know what she looks like.
Well, then you're just going to have to trust me.
Oh, no, you don't. That's what got me into this. You know what? Doesn't matter what Molly looks like. I liked her before, and I like her now.
You know something? You're right. I'm sorry. As long as you like Molly, it doesn't matter what she looks like.
Going to hell, John Becker.
So they say. See you tomorrow.
Hey, Doc.
Oh, look at you, man. You're a little green around the edges. You all right?
The tape was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, I thought you might feel that way.
Thank God I'll be asleep for mine.
Oh, you're going to go ahead with this?
Oh, yeah. I weighed all the pros and cons, and I still believe it's the right decision.
I see. Can I see your hat for a second? You're not getting a vasectomy. You're 16 years old, you idiot. Come on. I'll give you a ride home.
We did it again. Verizon has been named America's most reliable network by RootMetrics, and our customers rated us #1 for network quality in America, according to J.D. Power, proving there's only one best network.
Happy Valentine's Day, Doctor.
Smelled the roses again, didn't you?
I just feel so stupid.
Yeah, well, good. I spoke to the resident who examined you. He says you're going to be all right. The reaction was kind of severe, but you should be out of here tomorrow morning.
You know, I should have just stayed away from the roses, wouldn't you know?
I know. It's Valentine's Day. I swear. You know, the only person who ever celebrated this day right was Al Capone. I've seen more lives turned upside down today by this phony holiday. You know, it takes love and it just turns it into a pain in the ass obligation. If we're not careful, the phrase "I love you" is going to turn into something as meaningless as, have a nice day, checks in the mail. I promise I won't stab you with a fork.
I was with you right up until the 4.
Sorry. It's been a weird day. To top it off, somebody's sent me this secret admirer card. It's driving me crazy. Was it you?
No, I'm engaged.
Oh, no. Well, feel better. Good night.
Good night. You know, maybe the person who sent you that is just shy and they were trying to find some way to tell you you're important to them or that they admire you. That's kind of nice, don't you think?
No, you're right. I didn't think of it that way. Thank you. That just makes it kind of special.
Herman?
is that you?
Excuse me?
Herman, it's me, Tilly. I knew you'd come see me on Valentine's Day.
I'm sorry, but I'm not.
Come closer, please.
Oh, jeez. All right, I'm here now. You can go back to sleep.
Hold my hand. Sit with me. You remember our first Valentine's Day together? Oh, how we danced. You remember that song?
Song?
The one we danced to?
Oh, yeah. Great song. Listen, I really.
Sing it for me.
What?
It's like you used to, Herman. Sing it.
Oh, Sammy, I don't think I remember the
Oh, sure you do. Remember? No, we'll sing it together. Huh? Moonlight becomes you. Thrilled with the sight, and I could get so romantic tonight. Now don't.
That's enough singing. That's enough. I think it's exciting you too much. Why don't you just go back to sleep?
You're right.
Yeah.
Happy Valentine's Day, Herman. I love you.
Super.
Say it. Tell me you love me too.
I love you.
That's nice. Now give me a kiss goodnight.
Oh, crap.
You receive your money. So if you've lost a loved one due to COVID-19, call the legal helpline right now to find out if you qualify for a cash award. Here's our number.
800-475-4716. 800-475-4716. 800-475-4716. That's 800-475-4716. Paid for by the IPG Law Group.
A pastor who lies. He killed Sarah.
A former pastor lies about an accident that left a young girl dead.
The sun just was right smack in the windshield. I couldn't see a thing.
He couldn't see because his eyes were bad.
2 different doctors told the defendant not to drive a car.
They were in the middle of the road. It was an accident.
Don't let the defendant blame Sarah for her own death.
Washington versus Foods.
Judgment with Ashley Banfield. Tonight, 8/7 Central, only on Court TV.
Frankly surprised to see that name. I am surprised to see the name, but not that style of golf league. Great performance, especially to a degree. You don't often see people start that quickly.
City of New York, Department of Public Works. Yeah, right, like anything in the city works. Yeah, I want. Oh, crap. Voicemail. Yeah, yes, I have a touch-tone phone. It's the 90s. I also have indoor plumbing. Yes, I speak English. You asked me in English. Yes, I have a complaint. I'm talking to voicemail. Yeah, oh, finally. Yeah, listen, I want to leave a message. It's about a broken street light on Cape Avenue. If it's not fixed by tomorrow, I'm coming down there and I'm going to kick every one of your flabby asses up to and including Mayor Giuliani. And if you got a problem with that, come and get me. My name is John. Lo mein. It's French. Au revoir.
This is Larry. Larry rescues cats because saving is really important to him. And the zebra helped him save hundreds by comparing the top insurance companies side by side. Because there's no such thing as too much saving. At least.
Get this stuff off our.